Hi, my name's Gary Knight with Knight Construction Design. Every remodeling project has a story, and I hope you'll agree this is a great story.
Phil and Nancy had bought a 15-acre hobby farm on a gravel road just west of the Twin Cities, where they could retire someday and grow grapes and hops. They chose Knight Construction to totally update the old farmhouse inside and out. The couple had moved from a home remodeled by Frank Lloyd Wright's chief draftsman, so we knew that they'd have high standards for design and craftsmanship. But they also insisted the old farmhouse be much cozier, more functional, and energy efficient, with plenty of natural light, a modern kitchen, and an upscale main-level master suite. We hope you like Phil and Nancy's remodeling story as much as we enjoyed helping their country lifestyle dream take shape.
Well, we originally thought about adding a sunroom, but Knight convinced us to work with the natural light in the core of the house. So we started with the dining room. Originally there was a double patio door there. We turned it into a triple door, which basically gives us a wall of windows. Also in the dining room, we added a new window and placed it up higher so we could accommodate our furniture. In the living room, we closed off a solid door, and that allowed us to increase the size of the living room window. And we also added skylights over the stairway, which added lots of natural light.
I came for the final cabinet measure with the cabinet maker, and I walked in, and this was the corner that I saw first. All the plaster had been removed, just in this corner. And I said to Jeff, our project manager, I said, well, this isn't normal. Isn't it usually like 2x4s? And he said, yeah, it usually is. So I said, these are real timber beams. We have to expose these. There was a lot of paint, there was a lot of nails on it, but I said you have to get the painter to get it all off. And then the cabinet maker and I came up with coordinating the island legs to match the timber beams. So I really feel like it pulled it all together and it added a lot of character to the home.
Yeah, the beam is, it's really almost like a signature discovery aspect
Right.
of, a pleasant surprise, I guess.
When Nancy first came to our office, she had a photograph of this stove. And when I first saw it, I was so excited. In over 10 years that I've been designing kitchens, I have never been able to design around a green stove.
I was looking online for a stove that we could get in color, and knowing that Phil loves French cooking, I found this French stove which I thought would fit the bill perfectly. We moved the layout a bit. We moved it from the end of the counter to the middle so it would be a feature, and then we moved the sink to the corner, which gave us a much more efficient layout, a better work triangle, and I love standing at the sink and looking out over the pasture. One of the things that we knew we had to change in this house was the bathroom. The original bathroom was very dated. It had walls at weird angles. The tub was in an alcove with no windows and a low ceiling. And what we did was we bumped out a wall. It was just a small bump out, but it gave us so much more space. It opened up the room. We were able to add a window for natural light. Now we have a nice big shower, a nice placement of the tub, and a great vanity with 2 sinks, lots of room to move around. To me, this is the nicest bathroom I've ever seen.
Through the process of getting the permit and dealing with Carver County, we discovered that there's a wellhead near the outside wall of the bathroom where we're projecting to put our 3-foot addition. So we had to modify our drawings and modify the space. Kristen came up with a really creative design that we feel worked out great. Why not put a jog in the wall to clear the distance required by code, but also create more space for the water closet? As you can see, the results are perfect.
My husband Phil was not keen on the idea of a permanent island, but I talked him into it, and I think it's worked out really well. It has lots of purposes. It serves as our table for 2. It's got great storage, and it's a great workspace, lots of room. It also helps define the work triangle over in the corner.
The house had an existing 3-season porch that we were lucky enough to be able to turn into a 4-season porch, a full mud room, when the HVAC crew was able to run ductwork from the new furnace out into the space. It's a great transition space, coming inside from the farm, doing work outside. One of the major things we wanted to get out of the remodel with Knight was an energy efficient house. So we re-insulated the entire house with high-density blown-in fiberglass insulation. We also added high-end Marvin windows that were also energy efficient. We replaced the existing older furnace with a new high-efficiency Lennox furnace. It was also really important for us to take advantage of the passive solar capabilities, since we have a southern exposure on the house. So by building out a 3-pane glass door on the south side of the house and adding skylights to the entryway, we're able to get a lot of sun into the house, which is already in the fall adding a lot of warmth to the place. I mean, it's a big change from the house that we came from, which was in a lot of ways architecturally very significant. It was a beautiful place, but it wasn't the most comfortable place to live, right? And now I feel like we've got a very nice space, a very pretty space, and we're very comfortable living here too. Now, overall, the project turned out great. We're very happy with the final result, and even though it was a long process, everything went fairly smoothly, and we'd highly recommend Knight Construction.